we calculate something which is known as DSO. And what is DSO? DSO is days of sales outstanding. Days of sales outstanding. And how do we calculate days of sales outstanding? So what we will need to do, we will need to divide the sales of the company by 365. This will give us an idea as to how much is our daily sales. And so we get our daily sales, and what then we need to do, we need to divide our trade receivable by the amount of this days sales, and this will give us our days sales outstanding. So that means at any given point in time, how much of our receivables are how much of our receivables in terms of days of sales are outstanding. Very critical ratio as far as the working capital management is concerned. As a choice, as a design, what we need to do, we need to keep on bringing this DSO as low as possible. And so what we need to do, firstly we need to calculate our DSO, that is days sales outstanding. Let's say for example it is coming to 40 days. Then what we need to do, we need to calculate something which is known as BPDSO. And what is BPDSO? BPDSO is best possible DSO. So that means taking into account all the factors, taking into account the benchmarks of the industry, taking account the practices in the industry, taking into account our past numbers. What we need to find out, we need to find out as to what can be the best possible days sales outstanding. Suppose if this number is coming to 30, then as a strategy, as a choice, as a design, we need to work as to how to bring our DSO from 40 down to 30 days. Now, this is what you will be focusing in your next simulation game. So in the second session of your simulation game, you will be working on the DSO, how to improve the performance of the business by bringing down the days sales outstanding. And I'm sure at this point in time, all of you must be completely clear. Lesser the receivable, lesser is the bank borrowing. Lesser is the bank borrowing, lesser is the interest. Lesser is the interest, higher is the profit. And plus, lesser the receivable, lesser are the chances of bad debt happening. Lesser the receivable, lesser is the cost that I will incur on follow-up with my customer for getting my money. And that is what we need to remember. DSO, days sales outstanding, and we need to work to come to to bring our DSO down to BPDSO, and BPDSO is best possible days sales outstanding. Friends, it's already 1 o'clock, and I think we will need another 5 minutes to close today's session, and I hope that's okay with everyone. Jan, is that okay with you?
All right, I'm sorry.
Jen?
All right, so yes.
Okay, good, thank you. So just more 5 minutes and okay. Right.
Okay, sure.
What are the causes for the late payments? 40% are due to internal efficiency, litigation, payment condition, invoicing mistakes, lack of dunning operations. And what is dunning operations? Dunning operations is nothing but systematically following payments from the